Persons with disabilities (PWDs) are among the most Persons with disabilities (PWDs) are among the most marginalized groups in the world. They face social or attitudinal barriers, physical or architectural barriers, information or communication barriers every day of their lives. Even though disability is a human rights issue, it is also a religious issue because the church, being the salt and light of the earth, should spearhead the inclusion of persons with disabilities for the world to follow. One in 7 people, or approximately 15% of the world's population, have disability. We asked the question, how many of such people are found in our churches? Persons with disabilities are also children of God, created in His image. They are persons with souls that need to be saved. In Vision 2023, the church seeks to intensify the ministry to persons with disabilities to include the physically challenged, the blind, the intellectually impaired, persons with albinism, persons with developmental disabilities, mentally challenged, and other forms of disabilities. Everybody needs to be saved. The grace and love of God is for all men. So let's make our churches disabled friendly and change our attitudes towards persons with disabilities, and the Lord, through us, will bring to salvation persons with disabilities to build an all-inclusive glorious church. It starts with you. It starts with me. With all love and sacrifice to make our churches accessible, persons with disabilities will be saved and empowered to possess nations for Christ. Possessing the nation, I am an agent of transformation. The Home and Urban Mission was birthed at the 2019 Extraordinary Council Meetings of the Church of Pentecost by the Church's Vision 2023. It is focused on reaching out to foreigners or expatriates, the neglected poor, migrants from northern Ghana to south, Fulanis, urban poor and marginalized, including prostitutes, kayaye, drug addicts, and refugees. The Home and Urban Mission exists to win and disciple these groups of people, establishing indigenous churches for them, giving them hope and transforming them into agents of hope and positive change for their community.
If He left His throne and glory and came to us, took upon Him a form of a servant, where in Ghana, where in Africa can't you go? There are a lot in the ghettos. They are crying. Lepers who have been rejected from the city, from the towns, from the villages. They have been kept at the outskirts of the town. Meanwhile, they are not dead. They also want to see Jesus.
Our powerful evangelistic and church planting strategies has still left out huge numbers of people we seek to reach out to.
It's just mind-blowing. Out of the 133,000 plus Kutukulis in Ghana, there is 0%, statistically, 0% of them are Christians. Fulanis are 800,000 plus in Ghana, and as we speak, Christian percentage is 0.1. At least we can count between 4 million to 5 million people who have not been reached with the gospel in the south. Not talking of the whole Ghana, just in the south. And about 90,000 street children in Accra only. 50,000 drug addicts who needs to be reached with the gospel of Christ.
In the past few months, the Home and Urban Mission has undertaken a number of outreaches to win souls to the kingdom.
We are looking forward to having many churches among the Fulanis, among the Kutukulis, among the Hausa, among the Zamnama.
The Home and Urban Mission plays a critical role in Vision 2023. It is time for all area heads, district ministers, officers, and members to rise up to the call of Vision 2023.
We'll be going out of the church hall. Get into the gutters, get into the ghettos, get into the slums. But the good thing is that we will come back with sheaves, rejoicing in the harvest that the Lord God Almighty will give us.
The world rises to nerve-wracking news of robberies, calculated intellectual thefts at several levels and scales, corruption perpetrated by professionals and workers at all levels. This is further complicated by the ability of such constant bombardment to desensitize the soul of the average person. The Church of Pentecost takes a position on these issues with a mix of solution-oriented interventions in the Church's Vision 2023, possessing the nation's agenda. The Church of Pentecost, by the Vision, is extending its calling and operations beyond the temples to reach out to a world that needs God in